Alright, I'm taking a video here because this is a lot to write, but basically this box here is 48 or 46 inches wide and a little over 32 inches tall, and actually that's not tall. I guess the way it's sitting it would be tall, and then width this way is 9 inches, so it's 46 by 32 by 9, and that just barely fits under the oversized limit for UPS, or right at the limit. And if this goes over by any bit, even by like an inch, it goes up in price from like $70 shipping to like $270. And it even gives you a warning saying if this box bulges or something shifts or gets squished or whatever, and it changes dimensions, then you can get charged for that oversized price, which, like I said, is like an extra $200. The problem is, and I've tried fitting this every which way, even at this exact dimension, we're at risk of going over, potentially even going over. And then, if you can't really tell, but this sticks over, and I've tried doing it with that pipe at the bottom, so that's flush down there, and I've jiggled it around trying to fit it every which way. That still goes over, so we're talking that's like at least 33, if not 34. And same thing over here, like that's just slightly over the hump. You can kind of see. So and then even if I got it below, which I can't, it would be at a risk to bulge. The only option I can think to do is, and I've done this before, I got a little bit of hard time the second time I did it, is shipping this just wrapped in bubble wrap. And I do have a lot of good bubble wrap because I have the wrap that came with the Megan axleback. So I could wrap this up good, make sure it's taped up well, covered everywhere. Like I have this from the Megan. This would like protect that, so I can get this pretty well protected and ship it without a box if it falls within the dimensions, which it should. And then once it's measured, it would have no chance of obviously it won't have a box, so it can't bulge or get squished or somehow change dimensions. Like if a little piece of this, like when they shipped it to me, there was like a little hole down there. Not that anything was affected because everything's wrapped up good, but they could say, oh, well, that bulged it out an inch, and now you're over the limit, and now we're charging an extra $200. If I just wrap this up real nice, and like I said, I have a ton of stuff to do it. I have this kind of bubble wrap. I have this kind of stuff. I have regular bubble wrap, and I still have the stuff. There's the other bubble wrap for the actual muffler part, and all this stuff to wrap it in nicely. And get it within the dimensions, then I could probably ship this for like $70 or something. So anyhow, that was going to be a lot to write. It just sucks that it's just a little bit over this dimensions. For whatever reason, this is slightly bigger than the Megan, and I think it's because this muffler on the TRD, not that it matters once it's installed in the car, but it's way off. So when it's installed, that's on the passenger side. This kind of falls under the driver's side, whereas the Megan, that is more in the middle. And even though it's longer, you have more of an extension of this hanger on this side, and the muffler kind of like starts here and it's longer and it goes all the way to maybe like here or something like that, because it's has a bigger canister muffler. But then if I don't know if I can do this with one hand while I'm filming, but if I flip, yeah, I guess I can. It's only 30 pounds. If I flip this around, I'm probably getting soot on my arm. Come on. You'll see better illustrated why this doesn't fit. Like, even if I got that down there, which I can get that tip back in that. It just fell out. Come on, you bastard. Ugh. There. Just get that down in there. It's too big, and we're already basically at the very limit of it. I think they purposely made this box about at the limit, so they don't have problems when they ship, and they probably have like different agreements with with whoever, UPS or FedEx, whoever they use, but you know, regular people, it's right at that limit. So it's actually over the limit because of that. So that's the problem we're dealing with. So anyhow, maybe I could ship it. It would have to be, I would do it for 300 all in from you. That would be, you know, roughly 230 or something towards the muffler, and the rest of this is shipping. It's going to be like 70. It might even be more than 70 some bucks, and I would just whatever eat off the shipping from the 300. So yeah, that's what we would have to do, and I would have to wrap it up all nice, get it protected, and then make sure that they can ship it like that. So anyhow, that's the story. Sorry for the long-winded story, but it was going to be way too much to write, and you can see it's, you know, it just sticks up. It's just a little bigger the way the dimensions are. All right, buddy, hit me back up once you see this.